And now, introducing tonight's main attraction. It's the Never Beens podcast.
I think we just go, right? Because I don't want these to die.
I love that this is going to be on the recording now.
Yeah, we're going to keep this. Which one do we put it on? The end or the
beginning? Of this. It is.
All right.
It is officially official.
We are back.
Thank you.
You have to intro them because you always do that.
Never Beens. What is this? Ooh, first episode of November.
Ooh, spooky season's over. It's now Thanksgiving.
November
season.
And one other thing.
What? No shave?
American Indian Heritage Month, I think.
Oh, yeah. I texted you that this morning.
Happy that.
To the Redskins.
Yep. Well, careful.
The Commanders?
Football
What am I supposed to say?
I don't know, because they're going to be the Redskins again soon, I believe.
That would be sick.
Never Beens are back again with an NFL-themed episode. Britton will gloat about his amazing picks that he made.
You want to just jump into that?
Picks or pick?
Picks.
Jump in. Let's hear it.
The boldest of the bold.
Yep.
Denver snapped 14-game losing streak against the Chiefs and dominated them. What was the final? 24-9.
Yeah, jinx. Can't talk.
Then I started hearing a bunch of. I didn't even know this. They said Mahomes was sick.
Yeah, flu game.
That wasn't even. That was not a factor in my bold prediction, by the way.
I heard it. I heard about it morning of. Well, okay, but would you have been right if he wasn't sick? What do they say? What do we say? Do we know?
That's true. That's true. You're right.
Taylor? I think Taylor Swift wasn't at the game.
Was not.
Yeah.
So she's the good luck charm.
Chiefs were like 5-0 with her, and then she decides to, go gallivanting off to Europe or whatever.
Your number one team with the L. Big L. All right. Before we get into my number one team, my other bold prediction, which I didn't think was that bold, Panthers first win in the season. 1-0.
I rode your advice. I rode your advice in my family pick'em pool and got a dub out of that.
Did you go money line? Is it money line or spread?
We just pick the games.
Like who wins?
Yeah. And Kylie, my wife, has boycotted pick'em.
Why?
I don't know why. Well, I do know why.
Does she have her own team or like she helps you?
No, she has legitimately boycotted. We pick every game. But
with each other.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But she's like within the family pick'em, she's boycotted because, well, she's very loyal and she's like, nice fucking league, so she's out.
She's just anti-NFL.
Yep.
Is she cool with college football?
Which I kind of respect, to be honest with you. Yeah, she is cool with college football. She's really cool with football overall. She hates red zone. Drives her crazy.
She doesn't like my guy Hansen?
She doesn't like how often it switches games. I don't know. Yeah.
Triple box, quad box.
I say all that to say this. Grayson, my daughter, yeah, she loves picking games now. Like every Sunday morning. Daddy, can we do picks? And
how does she know what that is? Just listening to you and Kylie or what?
Yeah, sometimes she crushes it. And then sometimes she's obsessed with picking. She picks Baker's team every week.
Love that.
And she picks the Rams every week because her uncle is the OC at San Angelo State, and they are also the Rams and have a very similar logo. So she picks the Rams every week and the Patriots every week.
She has not had a good season then.
Daddy's team, and then she loves picking the Raiders too for some reason, which I tried so hard to caution her against. I'm like Grayson, look how cool the Lions logo is. Pick the blue team, and she's like, no, Daddy's team, Raiders.
Oh my gosh. Raiders, Pats, Rams, and Bucks. She has a combined 6 wins.
Yeah, I know. And she's handicapping herself because those are not hard picks. They're not hard games. Although she did gain one back on the field last week when the Pats beat the Bills. Nobody foresaw that one.
Grayson, bold prediction, Grayson. She should be part of Bercy picks.
Well, she's like you. You say outlandish shit every day. And, every once in a while
we only cut and post the successful ones. Isn't that the key? Isn't that the key to media?
Yeah, of course.
Bold predictions.
Yeah. Speaking of the Raiders, I don't know.
Breaking news.
Yeah, well, sort of breaking news. I mean, Josh McDaniels, Dave Ziegler, and Mick Lombardi all fired. That's the OC.
What was his name?
Mick Lombardi, not related.
Those were the only three?
That's what I saw. I'm sure there were more casualties, but I think Antonio Pierce.
I was going to say Antonio Pierce. When he was Giants? When did he play?
Yeah, early 2000s. I want to say he was like on the Super Bowl team for the Giants, the one
that's what I thought.
Not the like the one, the Jim Fossil coached one.
Helmet catch?
What's that?
Helmet catch?
No, before that. That was
the one that beat. Who did they beat? Wasn't a Pats in both, was it?
I guess I was wrong. Redskins from 01 to 04, and then Giants from 05 to 09. So he won the Super Bowl helmet catch game. You are correct.
Did they beat the Pats twice?
No, they played they lost Jim Fossil. They lost to the Bucks in the early 2000s. John Gruden.
Eli only won one Super Bowl?
No, the Giants only won. The Giants won two, but the second one was in 2011 after new Raiders interim coach Antonio Pierce retired. Both over.
Who did they? They were both against.
Yeah, so I was just talking about. I thought. Sorry, I was confused.
No, you're fine. No, not really. I just didn't remember. My two old teammates in Carolina were on that. That's one. Name the other one.
We're on which team? The 2011 team?
Honest, for sure the 11 team. I don't think they were on
Mario Manningham catch.
That was a sick catch.
Chase Blackburn had a sick knockdown in that game against Gronk, deep down the middle.
Wasn't it a pick?
Did he? Oh, he did pick it. You're right.
He had that pick in the back right, near the goal line.
Gronk. Yeah, he mossed sick. Gronk. Okay, Chase Blackburn and
here's a hint. They went to college together.
I have no clue where Chase went to college.
Trivia of the week. Akron. Wide receiver.
Jericho?
No, he went to NC State. Koch was NC State. He didn't sign with us till this was 2013. Dominique Hickson, my dog.
Oh, okay.
Great dude.
I didn't know. I would never have guessed. I didn't know Hickson played for the Panthers.
Oh, this is perfect because we've been talking Bursey bowl predictions.
Did he wear 87?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an actual you can ask Hickson, you can ask Hicks. This actually happened. Forget what week it was. Smitty, it was late in the season, 2013. Smitty hurt his knee and he sat out against the Saints at home. It was like a rainy game. Me and Hicks had lockers next to each other. I was on the practice squad. I told him on Friday, or maybe I think it was Friday, Fast Friday. I said, Hicks, you're going to catch the game-winning touchdown Sunday. Bold prediction. And he started laughing. He was like, I'm just glad I'm going to get some burn at receiver because he was like our depth guy that year. He didn't play as much. Little short 7, low red zone game winner. I don't know if you wouldn't remember this because you weren't following the Panthers, but it was a huge when we ended up getting a bye that year. I think we were the 2 seed.
Got y'all bye.
Mm-hmm.
And you went on to
I don't want to talk about it.
13.
2 seed.
You went on to lose at Seattle. No, you lost to
at home. We had a bye.
Arizona
divisional round.
Green Bay.
Nope.
New York Giants.
Harbaugh. Niners. Kaepernick.
2013 was that's right. Ravens Niners, right? Is that right?
No, I think it was the Seahawks blew out the Broncos.
That was 13. You are correct.
Because we can talk about this forever, but we played Seattle week 1 and D'Angelo Williams fumbled when we were running hammer offense, like in the low red. And then Russell Wilson hit, I forget the receiver's name, Curse, I think. It was a very low scoring game and they scored late and we lost.
Jermaine Curse.
They won. Yeah. I think they finished 14-2 or tied with us, but they had the 1 seed. So they got home field because they beat us head to head and they ended up winning the Super Bowl. So if we had the 1 seed, we wouldn't have had to play the Niners. You never know what happens because the NFC was a lot better than the AFC that year, clearly. Football. One play.
Clearly. Well, no, I wouldn't say clearly. The Broncos were a dominant team that year. It just so happens that
I think the NFC had more depth that year. There was a lot of
typically.
Yeah, I am. But
you're NFC bias.
My point is the butterfly effect from week 1.
I'm AFC bias. Yeah. We got started on this because we were talking about where Antonio Pierce used to play, and now he's coaching for the Raiders. And it looks like they're potentially going to bench Jimmy Garoppolo and go with Caden O'Connell.
What is your thoughts on? He's a rookie, right?
Yeah.
I know nothing about him.
I don't either. I don't know. The whole thing is they signed.
I never heard of him.
They signed Hoyer, and then they played O'Connell over Hoyer. And
why didn't they sign Glanche?
It's the funniest comment of the day. Funniest comment in podcast history.
The dude that would have signed you is now on the street. Maybe he can come on the Never-Beens.
He would not have signed me because he did sign me and then cut me a month later.
Yeah, I remember I was going to come out to Vegas for the first time in my life, and you were only there for a couple of weeks.
Didn't even make the OTAs. Traded for Stidham. Bye-bye. And then they traded Nick Mullins.
And we say bye-bye.
Like a month later. I don't know.
Verbal
they just I call that making moves for the sake of making moves.
That's all I got for well, it's on the TV right now.
What's
Aiden
that?
O'Connell will be Chef D's talking. Garoppolo has a 35 total QBR this season. That's pretty good.
Is that good? All right, let's what else? Can we get on to any other games we want to talk about?
My squad. Jags. Another win on the road.
Jags. Big win. And I say big win. Terrible weather. Scored 20 points. They need to figure out how to get the ball in the end zone and the red zone, though.
Yeah. But they're
having some turnover issues, and I hope it doesn't come back and bite them against an offense that can actually move the ball past midfield.
I'm going to pull them up. So I feel like they've got to have...
Tied for best record in the NFL, I believe.
No, the Eagles are 1.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the Eagles.
They're tied for 3rd, I think. 3rd?
So it'd be tied for 2nd, right?
No one else has 1 loss? I guess because the Chiefs lost.
Yep.
Well, they host we can talk about this game. They host the Niners, who are on an L3. That should be a great game.
Jags Niners.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this week? I thought the Niners were on bye.
Oh no, that's next. Sorry, that's their next game. So I guess they're on bye.
Yeah, the bye teams this week are the Niners and Jaguars are on bye, and then they play each other.
I feel like that's rare.
Strange
to have double teams or head to head, both on bye.
Maybe they go to like Germany. No.
I think the Chiefs are the Germany game, right?
Yeah, but there's 2. They're doing 2. Colts Patriots is next week.
Those games seem cool.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay.
Let's talk Niners
from last week.
Niners. What is going on?
Well, I mean, Purdy was playing great when everyone was healthy, and their defense, which they just made a move to help the defense out. Chase Young.
That's
ought to help their pass rush out. Chase Young and Nick Bosa.
Bosa hasn't really. I don't know because I don't watch D-line tape, but his stats have said that he hasn't performed.
Yeah, their pass rushes. I think we talked about that a little bit last week, but it'll be interesting to see now with Chase Young. They both get freed up to be one-on-one, or if teams have to chip both sides. I mean, and then offensively, Purdy is turning the ball over. I mean, I think we mentioned this, and actually, JJ our analytics guy, talked a little bit about Purdy being lucky, which I always makes me laugh. The dynamic of.
Sorry to interrupt you. I gotta fix this sun.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Sorry to the YouTube people.
It's okay. It actually looks cool, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that's way better.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. Don't cut that out.
We're keeping that.
JJ talked a lot about. I always find this funny. The analytics guys just kind of whether it be variance or luck, but it's like stuff they can't explain. They just oh, that's variance. Oh, that's luck. And I will say, luck definitely plays somewhat of a factor. Like you look at like Purdy has thrown some balls that are interceptable in the past, and they were just falling to the ground. And now it seems like team guys are catching those. So I will say Shanahan, great play caller, obviously. I think they'll figure it out. They got to buy a week. They just made a move for a good D lineman. I still think they're going to be there at the end of the season.
How hurt is Debo? When does he come back?
You asking the wrong dude. I could look it up.
No, it's fine.
Stats guy.
Next thing I want to talk about before we move on to
top 5 teams.
Yeah. Will Levis debut. He looked really
amazing.
I loved him coming out, but there was no basis. I just thought he was a beast.
Did you like the fact that he put mayonnaise in his coffee?
That's so weird.
I honestly can't really like him.
What's the idea behind it? Like substitute for cream?
Just by the way, it says Samuel should be back after their bye.
So he'll be back for the Jags game.
Hairline fracture in his shoulder. I have no clue. I don't understand why you would put.
Duke's Mayo gave him the endorsement,
which is awesome. Great for
him. Galanchi bold prediction or pick, not great.
No, I mean Staffy
Rams pick 6. Staffy
voted.
Did he? I saw the replay. His thumb pretty messed up, or did he play through it?
I didn't even see it. I was watching Red Zone.
It was bad. It went like right into the like helmet in between the face mask. It looked very painful.
Yeah.
All right, let's do
games of the week.
Yeah, it's got to be Miami at Kansas at Arrowhead.
Germany,
Dolphins, Chiefs.
Germany games.
Oh, that's the German game.
Yeah. So wake up to a great game.
That kind of sucks for the Chiefs that they don't get Arrowhead for that.
Yeah, like that counts as one of their home games.
Yeah, right. Especially in a big divisional game, and that's not divisional, but big conference game,
playoff seeding. Yeah, I think I see a bounce back game out of my best team in the league, and specifically Patrick Mahomes, who had some questionable decisions on Sunday throwing the ball and throwing into some traffic, and they were just very sloppy against the Broncos. I see that reverting to the normal Mahomes that we're used to watching.
Yeah, that should be a good game. I'm excited to watch that.
Let's see.
I saw Dobbs was the quarterback for the Cardinals. Dobbs was traded to the Vikings because Kirk Cousins, did he tear his Achilles? Is it official?
Yeah. Feel bad for him.
Is Kyler back, or do they just?
They're going to start this Clayton Tune guy from Houston, and then Kyler, I guess, is going to be available as the backup. Or I'm not.
I saw he's back in practice last week.
I keep seeing that they're targeting week 10 for Kyler's for sure return. So,
okay.
I feel like they're hanging around enough to like.
One of your other top teams is in probably one of the better games. Seattle at Baltimore. You love Baltimore.
I think Baltimore's defense is going to stifle Seattle's offense. I see that. And then I think Seattle's defense is just kind of middle of the road, but I see Baltimore winning that game. Baltimore likes to toy with teams, I think. I don't know. They get ahead. They did this to Arizona. They get ahead, and then they just kind of get stuck in the mud. They've done it like 4 or 5 times this year, and it's cost them against the Steelers and the Colts, but they've managed to pull away late from the other teams that they've played. So other than Detroit. But Baltimore, I do think, has the potential to be there at the end of the year in the AFC.
Do you like Geno as a quarterback? Do you think he's good, or is he just
I do like
part of a
Geno.
system right now?
It's a good question. He's totally reinvented himself, and I mean, personally, I haven't talked to or seen Geno in forever, but we went to a lot of high school camps together.
Oh, is he the same age?
Yeah, I always really liked him. So I root for him, and I think he's done a really good job reinventing himself, and he's earned that opportunity in Seattle. So Good for him. I say.
Great win or final drive last week against Cleveland. Good win.
Yeah. So the Browns just shot themselves in the foot again. I mean, they have the ball late. PJ Walker throws it off Jamal Adams' helmet, interception, and give the ball back to Seattle. Yep. And just totally killed my fantasy team. Thanks a lot for Browns defense.
Mike Hunt, what's the record?
Yeah. Can you stop 5-3? Which I got another bone to pick with the fighting Josh McDaniels is 1 catch for Devontae Adams for 11 yards.
Well, they had 100 yards of offense.
Insane.
It was like 450 yards to 130 or something.
My team was projected to score about 150 points, and
you lose?
Scored 91. Scored 91.
It was you were the Josh Jacobs versus Tay and kicker. Who's coming in? Is that Kylie?
Yeah,
friend of the program. Hey, Kylie.
He just woke up. I have the monitor right here.
Graham, also a friend of the program.
Bar doesn't work, so I thought he was just sitting up playing.
We're not cutting this. We're going to keep this.
That's fine. We can keep it in.
Is Graham in there with you?
Being a poor dad, not getting Graham from his nap.
Graham's got to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next game of probably the game of the week. I know it's Fox's game of the week. Cowgirls at Philly.
Yeah. Philly being only favored by a field goal is surprising.
I thought that too. But
I do think Dallas is still one of the most talented teams. They've just underperformed whenever teams have stood up to them and not turned the ball over. And so
what's Dallas's weakness? Rush defense?
They give up some runs, which will potentially hurt them against the Eagles.
That's what I was going to say.
And then just their offense kind of disappears sometimes against defenses that stand out to them. I don't think Philly's defense is great. There are plays to be made against Philly's defense, but at Philly in a big game, I see Philadelphia. I'm biased, but I see Philadelphia handling them. Again, though, on the other side of that, not to talk out of both sides of my mouth, I mean, Dallas is clearly one of the most talented teams in the NFL.
And it's a big rivalry game.
Is that going to be your bold prediction?
No, it's only a field goal. There aren't that many to choose from, but I can create one. Here's a surprising, I don't know if you're looking at it. What Buffalo 5-3 at Cincinnati 4-3? What's the line in that game?
I did not see the spread. I'm going to say Cincinnati is favored by 2 points.
You didn't see it?
I did not see it. I swear.
Nailed it. Opened at 1. It's at 2 now. I still feel like I would make the Bills favored. I guess Cincinnati's been playing well. What are they on a 3-game winning streak?
Yeah, they've won 3 in a row, and they looked good last week against the Niners. Do we get into our top 5 teams?
Let me do my bold prediction.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Then we'll do our power rankings. Is Fields back? Or are they still going with
It must be Bajan, because I'm sure it would not be an 8-point spread with. He's listed as questionable.
Okay. There aren't that many. They're all pretty close.
Not practicing to begin week 9 prep. So he's not on the field at Bajan to start versus the Saints.
Okay.
That's not going to be your bold prediction, is it?
No. I gotta. There aren't that many ones to choose from. You know what I mean? All right.
It must be nice to be you.
I'll go bias.
Oh, bold pick.
Bryce Young will have the best game of his career. He'll throw 3 touchdowns.
Let's go.
No turnovers.
Let's go.
Panthers win by 14 plus.
Against the fighting.
They're hosting the Colts.
Against the fighting.
They're 2.5 point dogs. So
yeah, it's doable.
I'm doing a 17-point swing right there.
That's
for
bold.
my bold prediction.
That's bold. Talk me through your power rankings.
Okay. This could take a while. We know one. Jags.
Pathetic.
Jags 1. Bills 2.
What?
I just purposely don't give the Chiefs or Eagles any love, so I'm just going to keep them out. Ravens 3.
It's hard to talk to you. Oh, okay. They just magically appear in your rankings now.
I think I put them in last week.
6th.
No, that was 2 weeks ago.
Sure. We need like a graphic.
Yeah, we do need to make a graphic. I can't even remember what it was. All right. Niners are going down. I'm going to put the Lions back in at 4. And I will do the Dolphins at 5.
Okay.
So the Lions are my only NFC team.
Beating a team.
We'll see. They're playing the Chiefs. Let's see what they do in Germany.
I've got the Bills 5th.
You're going the other way. Okay.
The Niners 4th.
You still like the Niners after these last 3 games?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Okay.
They have the Ravens 3rd, the Eagles 2nd, and the Chiefs 1st.
And so Kansas City, Philly,
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
There go the balloons, baby. Perfect timing. The Niners.
It has to be a buzzword. To the listeners, the dumb like balloon graphics just went off.
We got to figure out what the buzzword is.
All right. Sorry. Chiefs 1, Eagles 2, Ravens 3,
Niners 4,
and
Bills 5.
Bills 4, 5. Where are Jags on your power rankings? Are they like 15th or something?
No, they're probably.
Are they even top 10?
Yeah, they're top 10. They're probably 6. It probably goes Jags and then Lions 6, 7.
I love how we just purposely give the Cowboys no credit.
Well, they
never even entered my brain until I just saw them on this list.
Well, no top team loses to another top team 42-10 or whatever it was. They can't.
True.
They can't do that.
True.
Their losses are 42-10 and to the Cardinals.
You're right.
Who are 1-7. The Cardinals' lone win is against the Cowboys.
I'll put like you did that 1 week. I'll go Eagles 6.
Okay.
Cowboys 7.
I got
Chiefs.
Jags. I got Jags 6, Lions 7, Bengals 8.
Jags. Let's go.
Yeah.
They're almost in your top 5.
Time to hang them up.
We got nothing left.
I don't think so. I got nothing else to talk about.
All right.
I got places to be.
Never been's out.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. What the heck? Is that what? Because I was doing 2s and I was doing like 1, 2.
In the recording,